From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boom! Guys, we're ready to fill this up with our Coast of Maine tomato and veg. So let's do it so we can get this thing planted, shall we? Be a lot of fun. Alright, so all we're going to do is tear a hole in the bag like so. Dip it over here like that. Shove it in there like so. Start going. Just like that right there. So, let's see here. Alright, just like that, guys. So, we got it looking pretty good right now. So we're going to add a little bit of Uncle Jim's worm compost that has worms in it. There's worms in this. I'm just going to add it to the top here like so for now. Alright, there's that. And a little bit of this Wakefield biochar compost. There's that. And we're going to mix this up like so. Alright. Oops. Try to be careful with it when you're doing this. I'm going to throw it all out. Got our Winslow and Ross tools here. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to dig a little bit of this here out of the bottom. I'm just going to take it to the top there, like so. Then I'm going to replace it with some of the Uncle Jim's and some of the Wakefield biochar. Then I'm going to take the shop vac, clean up all the dirt that I've dumped out on accident all over this, and put it in there as well. Got lots of nice worms in this Uncle Jim stuff here. And I got another bag of it too. So there we go. Worms are happy and healthy. Now they'll have a whole bed to go and live in here. That'll be nice. Alright, so there's that. We're just going to keep on doing this all the way down. Taking from here, putting it up, filling it up, transferring it. Alright, all the way up. So let me do that. I'll bring you back when we're done. Guys, so we planted, down here in the bottom, we planted 4 okras plants, heavy hitters and Alabama red. Now we're going to look at planting some other stuff here. I'm going to stay away from the beets and the radishes right now. I'm going to plant giant carrots in the top. So stay away from those right now. But I do want to plant some. I'll keep that one there. We got bok choy here. I want to plant some Brussels sprouts to see if Brussels sprouts will do any good inside. Let's try it out, right? So all my seeds come from Baker Creek, so we're going to try a few of these Brussels sprout seeds. Now, planting a lot of the bigger stuff on this side, and the smaller stuff, bok choy, lettuces, things like that, Swiss chard and everything, on the back side. So, got the bottom tray down here at the very bottom has our okra in it. Second one up is going to have the Brussels sprouts. So, just lightly putting them in there. Hopefully, some of them will sprout. We hope. Gonna take our little cultivator here and just rake the dirt ever so gently. Try to bury them around there, like so. Alright, should be good to go. Alright, so there's that. Put the remainder back in the pack. Like that. So there's Brussels sprouts. So what else do we want to plant in there? We have arugula. We can plant that on the other side. Kohlrabi. We have tons of kohlrabi that's actually froze in the freezer from this spring. So we'll plant some cherry quinoa. We'll plant some Merlot lettuce, some Benihashi. There's some waterleaf boko spinach. I ain't had no luck with that at all. Been trying that since last year. Here's our Swiss chards right here. Got asparagus growing outside. Cilantro is growing in our grow tower. We might plant 1 or 2 of those. Try to plant some of this gigante spinach in here because it was pretty good. Lemongrass and chives. Might plant some chives in this as well. So, and maybe some lemongrass just to play around with it. All right, so there's that. We have tomatoes that will go on this next line here. Try to keep the bigger plants down low. And this top plant, this one right here, probably, what should we go with there? Maybe we'll go with some bok choy, some milk bok choy here. So I'm going to leave that third one empty. No. I'm going to leave the third and the fourth one empty. I'll go to the fifth one here, plant bok choy there, some milk bok choy. This is what it is. We'll plant a variety of bok choys there. We'll plant some milk, some hidao, and some purple. I'm going to leave them 2 open for tomatoes, though. The third and the fourth one there, we're going to open those up and leave them open for tomatoes. Alright, so there's that. Now we'll plant some purple lady bok choy. Alright. I'll plant the hidao tiny bok choy on the other side there. there's that. Now we just lightly get it into the soil there. Just barely covering it up. Like so. Alright. Next one, we will plant cucumbers in. So I'm going to see what kind of cucumbers we got here. And see if any of them are of a gynoecious variety, meaning that they will germinate, or excuse me, not germinate, but pollinate themselves. So let me check that. All right, guys, so looking through my cucumbers here, I have two types that are gynoecious pathiocarpic, I think is how you pronounce it. The muncher, right here, and the bait alpha, right here. Now these cucumbers, they look pretty similar to each other, right? Compared to a normal cucumber that looks like that, right? See how the difference is? Smooth skinned on these two, kind of bumpy skin on that one. I'm assuming it's the like that with the dar and the apple and the Market More 76. So anyhow, those types take pollinators, right? And these are gynoecious, meaning they only produce a female flower and they don't need a male to pollinate. They can self-pollinate, and the same, which is pathiocarpic, and same deal with the muncher. So we will plant the munchers on one side, on the left side, and we'll plant out the bait alphas on the other. And we'll see which one of these cucumbers do the best inside for us this winter, producing us beautiful, beautiful cucumbers, hopefully all winter long. So it's gonna be a jungle over here, but it's gonna be a fun jungle. All right. So munchers, we'll plant two of those on this side. I'll plant 3 seeds. Plant them over here. 1, 2, and 3. So there's those. And then we'll plant the alpha bait. Plant 4 of them, I guess. That's the last 4 in that pack here. So this should be pretty fun. All right, so there's that. Backside, we will plant lemongrass, common chives, spinach, cilantro, Swiss chards, mizuna, lettuce, and cherry vanilla quinoa, and some arugula. So we're going to go over there and plant that, and we'll bring you back when we're done. All right, guys, so there it is. The YardCraft Vertical Garden Bed is complete. Completely planted and ready to go. I'm going to water it in here in just a second, but both sides are planted. We do have this one and this one, these two, this here and this one, that is empty, and we have the tomatoes in there in the bedroom already sprouted and up and growing. So hopefully by next week we'll be transplanting those in here to grow our tomatoes. All right, guys, so we in here and taking a look at our stuff growing. We'll put a time lapse on these pumpkins here. May actually do a time lapse just of the pumpkin, like put it on there and watch it as it comes up, and then follow that pumpkin all the way through. So I think I'm going to do that. But these are growing really well, doing really good. They're really nice colored, look great. It's going to be some good looking plants, I believe. We got some tomatoes here, tomatoes here, tomatoes here, and tomatoes back there. This is one of our giant turnips giant cabbages right here. Peppers, giant amaranths, peppers, giant eggplant, peppers, some carrots over there, which we're gonna have to take and separate pretty soon and get them in our actual growing facility in the kitchen there. So, but right now, today, what we're doing is we're going to plant some different peppers. Today, we're going to plant the carbonaros right here, and maybe some piquitos. Maybe some yellow 7-pop primos. Let's see here. Ghosts. Maybe a few chocolate brain. Red heads. There's a couple of manzanos in there, it looks like. I've actually planted manzanos already up here. And so we'll see. I'm going to plant some of these CGNs, 2150s. Some purple ghost scorpions. No Carolina Reaper yet. Rivian Rainbow and Bishop's Crown. Don't need those yet. Another Carolina Reaper. More yellow brain strain. Let's set them right here with these. I think I got some of these outside in the greenhouse growing, so I'm going to plant 1 or 2 of those. More yellow bonnets. Peter peppers. I know I had some of them growing. I might have planted 1 or 2 of them. Got cherry bombs outside. Pokemark orange I have. Some seeds outside. White bequinos. Might need to plant some of those. Got the white fantasies. Plenty of those seeds. Thunder Mountain Longhorn. I might try that. We'll see. Mini Black Pearl Ahicharpitas. Haber Reapers. Primatali Goldens. I need to actually look and see what they look like. So, we'll see. And then, let's see here, what else we got. Got these mixed lots here. I really don't know what those are. It'd be nice to grow them out and see what they are. Draculas, which I have also planted today. The Dracula one I'm working on. I'm working on a strain for myself, F2 there, of my stuff that I've actually been working on. I actually got some of those F2s growing, so we'll see what those come up looking like. Anyhow, I'll plant this stuff. And all right, guys, so got the carrots in here. We've got a mix of Azos and Mycos in this. We have our Hormex rooting powder number 16. This is for difficult to root woody plants. That's what this is for, all right? But I've been using it on the carrots, and they've done really, really well. They've responded really well to this. I got proof of it outside. We're gonna go out there in just a little bit and dig that one up out there, and we might bring it in here and put it in a bucket and grow it. So what I'm gonna do right now is I wanna thin these out a little bit. We're gonna start with the Houghton carrot, or Otten, whichever one it is. Can't never get anybody to tell me the correct name of that gentleman. We're gonna just kind of slowly break the dirt up very carefully, trying not to break any of the roots off. Okay, just very carefully working the dirt off of the roots here, very gently. some of them break. I mean, you can't really help it, but you want to try to keep them as intact as possible. All right. Very, very carefully. Take your time. Just tap them and break the soil up. Okay, so this one here, we have that one right there, complete and total. And these here, a little bit more difficult, but we're getting them. Alright, let's see if we can separate them very gently. You can wash the dirt off if you want. You know, if you're outside, you know, it's way too cold out there right now to be out there trying to wash these roots off, and you can't do it in the sink in the house because you got dirt everywhere on it. So just carefully spread them apart. See, there they go. They're all apart now. Now we have 3 nice separate carrots, and that right there is the only root that got broke off right there. See how little that root is? It's the littlest one. That's all that got broke off. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, now these. I'm trying to see which one I like better. Which one looks the best? That one's a good one. That one's a good one. I believe this one right here is the best. Yeah, this here is the best one right here. That one's second best. All right, so first best, we're gonna put it over here. Now these two, they will be put into different containers, and we'll grow them elsewhere in the house. This one is going to be planted right here. Got the hole for it. I'll take a little bit of this rooting hormone. We'll lay it in the hole like so. Kind of sprinkle it on there. There's that. Lid back on. Put just a little bit, not much. You don't want to burn your plants up indoors. I've noticed with the azos and azos is really bad about burning up plants inside the house. Outside, don't have any issue with it. Inside though, I get lots of burn. So we're just gonna be very conservative with what we have. Put the lid back on. Get our carrots situated here, like so. Start to backfill. There we go. Our carrot is now backfilled and ready to grow in its new home. Now, that is the hot ones. So I'm going to keep them right there together. All right. We'll plant them here in a minute in another place. Now this one is the F18, so the Flacken 18. All right. And then we'll put the Flacken 18 right here. Let's get this one separated here and pull out the better one. It just wants to fall apart. Good. That's what I want. I want you to just fall apart. so there's that one. Flacken out there. There we go. There's that one. So that one's probably the better one of them. Put that back in there. And we'll grow this one in this container by itself. Just a little bit longer. Center it up there. We'll give it some rooting hormone real quick. Give it just a little bit of azos mycos. Not much. And you want to watch, make sure you don't burn nothing up. A little bit in the dirt there that we're going to put back in it. Alright, now get him centered up there best you can. We'll start backfilling him. He'll grow in this for probably close to a month. We'll let this one continue to grow in this cup here. And then we'll move it into a different location there to grow. Or we might just get a different kind of container to grow it in. Alright, there it is. It's replanted, ready to go. Keep it there. Now our flacken 18 is going to go right here in the center. Right there. So we'll find it, find the center. Let's see if it's deep enough. Almost. Almost. Alright, is that deep enough? Yes, it is. Right, now, rooting hormone. There's the root hormone. Azos mycos. Not heavy, very light. Alright, now we're ready to go. Set it down in the hole and just start backfilling. Like so. Okay, there's that one. And let's see. We got a flacken 17 that we need to put in here. So we'll move everything out of the way. I got something growing right here. I'm not sure exactly what it is, and we'll put that flacken 17 right here in this corner. There's one of those. There's actually two of them. Two of them's all right, and one of them's kind of small. So we're going to, well, wait, we'll get these out of here first. One of these will get planted in here, one of them will get planted in the other room in there, and then that small one right there that didn't come out for some reason, because the dirt was, I see why, wasn't wet enough, dirt wasn't wet enough. Alright, so there's that one. We'll plant in we'll plant this one in here. We'll plant this one in the bedroom. This one here can stay in this. So we'll put a little bit of root hormone in here. Mycos. This one stood up here like so. Start the backfill. This soil wasn't wet enough. Busted up some of the roots on here, so these carrots are going to be a little bit slower to grow now. But that's alright. They'll still grow. And they'll grow good too. They just be just a little slower than what we're wanting. But they'll still do just fine. Trust me. I know because I've did this, I don't know, a lot. Started this stuff last year doing this, and it's worked out for me real well. So this one here is the one we're going to plant of the Flacken 17. Got a hole over here, like so. See if it's deep enough. Yes, it is. Got our rooting hormone. There's that. They should grow really well in this. They have a very long way to go down through the center there. So when they can essentially, they got 4 foot that they could grow in if they wanted to, if they chose to. So I don't know if they'll go that deep or not, but really, they're growing for heavy. So, and really, all I'm doing this for is to use it for a way to get them a little bit bigger for next spring. Come March, I'm hoping that this right here will give me a better head start on it, and I'll be able to take these out next in March and be able to put them in our raised beds and have a real shot at a world record. Trying to grow 28 pound plus. So anyhow, we got these ready to go. We got this one and this one here ready to be planted up. So we're going to do that, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. Alright guys, so you can see we got these planted up here. Everything's looking good. We got the Houghton, the 18, the Flacken 18, and the Flacken 17 right there. See down here, we're starting to get some stuff growing, and yes, it's a little leggy, but ain't much I can do about that. Down here we got more stuff sprouting, coming up on the back side here. Let me see if I can get back here and get you a look at any of it there. That's a little hard for me to get in here with this. So let me see, there we go. Kind of see some stuff down there on that end. Turn you here. Nothing there yet. I did see a bunch of stuff sprouting down on the bottom, but I ain't getting down there just yet. So anyhow, there's all of that right there. So that ought to be pretty good growing here shortly. And then, yeah, we'll keep planting more stuff in there. So let's go to the bedroom and take a look at that. All right, so HRP to there. Sunflower's doing really good. Monzano, so-so. A little worried about that. Over here, we're looking pretty good. Let's see here. So, tomatoes doing really well. Cabbage is looking pretty good. Eggplants are looking I had to give them some nitrogen today in that water, so hopefully that'll green everything up and get it growing a little bit better. Giant cauliflower's looking all right. Giant cabbage back here is looking pretty good, actually. I was quite tickled with it. It's looking really well. So, like I said, it just needs greened up a little bit, so I did add some nitrogen to it. I also gave, yeah, all right. Gave these guys some nitrogen. These, okay. Yep, give me 1 second. So I gave the corn some nitrogen today. I gave these turnips some nitrogen. We got the other one planted back here, the Flacken 17, or no, excuse me, the Houghton 18 is right there planted. That's the Houghton 18. That's one of the other ones that we had, because we had 3 of those. This is the Flacken 17 here. This is a Houghton 18 here. And then this is a Flacken 17 and a Flacken 18 right here. So got the 18 here, Flacken 18, Flacken 17. Those come from Germany. They are giant carrots. And again, this is the Houghton right here, giant carrot, and this is a F17, I believe. Right? Yeah, Flacken 17. So, all right, we have giant pumpkins here. We have our giant turnip here, doing pretty good. Giant cabbage is looking fairly well. Got lots of peppers and tomatoes growing, so everything's getting ready to be transplanted pretty soon into bigger containers and stuff. Got all kinds of things going on. This plant here is trying to come along, and it's trying. So I'm just going to keep at it until hopefully it starts doing what it's supposed to. This one here, go ahead and show you this. Put that down there for now. You can see it is coming to life, so we're getting some sprouts on that jigsaw plant, so that is coming back, and that's what I'm hoping will end up happening here on this one. I'm hoping pretty soon we'll start seeing some shoots greening up here and looking good on this plant. So we'll see. It's one of them things you just don't know. All right, so here we have some more pumpkins growing right here. Like I say, we're just playing around with them, just seeing what they do. Our orange tree is looking really good right there. And then we have our star fruit tree right here. It's trying to come back. We have our black pearl, and tons of baby black pearls in there just keep popping up. So there's quite a few in there. I may have to pick them out and start selling the plants. So there's gonna be a ton of them in there. You can see all of them in there. There's a bunch. So I just try to grab them and gently pull the seed off of them. There we go. It kind of helps them. We got our mums, our Annie's mums here, growing, looking pretty good. So these are starting from the ground up. All of them have been pruned, and I'm going to have to prune them up some more, I believe. So here's what it is. This room is full. The reason why I'm not showing you the room is because it's full of all the stuff that the sponsors have sent. All the Drip Depot stuff, all the everything. It's just locked full, and I feel bad that I take the bedroom up like that, but it is what it is. So we'll hopefully get out there this week and start putting up our Drip Depot systems and getting that installed this week, and some other great things coming up this week. So stay tuned for that. Weather permitting, health permitting, all those things permitting, we're going to have hopefully a good week this week. So we shall see. Anyhow, guys, we do appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow right here in the Hollers and Hills, West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button, that notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job.
And
subscribe.